What are some examples of genetic drift? Have you ever wondered how random chance can shape the genetic traits of a population? Today, we will look at genetic drift and its fascinating examples in human genetics and biological anthropology. Genetic drift refers to random changes in the frequency of certain genes in a population over time. Unlike natural selection, which favors traits that help survival or reproduction, genetic drift occurs by chance. This means it can affect any gene, whether it is beneficial, harmful, or neutral. One classic example of genetic drift is the founder effect. This happens when a new population is started by a small number of individuals who leave a larger group. The gene pool of this new population is influenced by the genes of these founders. Over generations, certain traits can become much more common in the new population, even if they were rare in the original group. For instance, some isolated human communities have higher frequencies of specific genetic conditions because their ancestors carried those genes. Random events led to these genes becoming more prevalent. Another example is the bottleneck effect. This occurs when a population size is drastically reduced due to a sudden event, such as a natural disaster, disease, or human activity. The genes of the survivors will shape future generations. Some alleles may be lost entirely. In human populations, historical events like famines, epidemics, or migrations can create bottlenecks. These events reduce genetic diversity and can increase the frequency of certain traits by chance. A practical application of genetic drift can be seen in the study of small, isolated human groups. For example, some Pacific Island populations have unique genetic traits or disease patterns that are rare elsewhere. These patterns often result from genetic drift acting on small founding groups or populations that experienced bottlenecks. Researchers study these patterns to trace human migration and settlement history. To visualize genetic drift, think of it like randomly picking marbles from a jar. Each generation, some alleles are passed on by chance, and others are not. In small populations, this randomness can quickly change the genetic makeup. This can lead to the loss or fixation of certain alleles. In anthropology, genetic drift helps explain why human populations can differ genetically, even when there is no clear advantage or disadvantage to the genes involved.